Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's great news. This guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He truly puts in the hard work and doesn't just talk for the sake of talking. You'll see him show up on time, keep things well organized, and do his tasks with care. These are the signs of someone who's not just dreaming but doing. Still, his steady effort and kindness help him build good relationships.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to get rattled and might react strongly at first, maybe getting upset or showing frustration. He feels things deeply and sometimes takes setbacks to heart, which means he might need a little time to process before he can move on. He may worry or talk about what happened and sometimes need reassurance from those he trusts.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually find him friendly and respectful, and he goes out of his way to be polite to others. He cares about how people feel and tries to keep the peace. Sometimes he gets emotional, but he doesn't hold grudges or pick fights for no reason.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He'll feel genuinely proud of your achievements and will cheer you on with warmth. He's kind hearted and prefers supporting rather than competing. So your success makes him happy, not jealous. Expect him to celebrate your achievements and encourage you to keep going.
What if you start earning more than him?
He may feel a little nervous or worry about his own progress, but he won't secretly resent you or let it get in the way of your relationship. His caring and polite nature help him see your success as something to celebrate, not compete with. If he feels insecure, he might talk about his feelings or seek your reassurance rather than act distant or bitter.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to be careful with money and likes to keep things organized and planned out. You'll notice him tracking expenses, making budgets, and thinking twice before making big purchases. Sometimes he might worry too much about money and get stressed if things don't add up perfectly.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to show off or pretend to be someone he's not. You'll see him making thoughtful choices and sticking with what he can afford, even if it means skipping fancy outings or expensive gifts. He's honest about his situation and prefers being practical rather than putting on a show.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed and kind, always ready to help when someone is in need, whether it's with money, advice, or just a listening ear. If family or friends need support, he tries to give what he can without making a big fuss. He's not selfish or stingy. His caring nature shines in both his words and actions.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's open and honest when it comes to money matters. If you ask him about expenses or savings, he will tell you clearly and won't try to hide anything or keep secrets. He likes to work together on financial decisions and believes that trust is important between partners.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He truly believes housework should be shared and doesn't see it as just your responsibility. You'll find him helping with chores, arranging things, or asking what you need rather than expecting you to do everything alone. With him, you'll feel like a team rather than someone working alone.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually roll up his sleeves and help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and tell you what to do. You can count on him to handle real tasks like washing dishes, sweeping floors, and changing diapers when needed. You won't be left to do the hard work alone. He'll be your partner, not a boss.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He truly tries to understand your side and doesn't argue just to prove himself right. Even if the discussion gets a bit emotional, he listens and wants to know why you feel the way you do. He may get upset at first, but it's more about feeling worried, not about being stubborn.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he might get very emotional or raise his voice, but he tries hard to stay respectful and not say hurtful things. Sometimes his feelings can get the best of him and he may react quickly, but he won't lash out with mean words or become aggressive. With gentle, honest talk, he's likely to listen, apologize, and move forward kindly.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get angry quickly and can react strongly when something upsets him. This isn't always a big problem if he's willing to apologize and calm down afterwards, but you shouldn't ignore it if his anger feels scary or makes you feel small. Quick temper can cause stress in daily life, and sometimes words said in anger can hurt a lot.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and admit when he's made a mistake. If something goes wrong or you get hurt, he doesn't just point fingers at you or try to wiggle out of it. He listens to your feelings and genuinely tries to fix what happened.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He values kindness and cares about your comfort, so he won't try to push you or ignore your feelings when you set limits. His polite nature helps him accept your decisions and support you, even when he has his own wishes.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
If you're not in the mood for intimacy, he may feel a bit hurt or worry about what he did wrong at first because he is sensitive to feelings. Sometimes he might need some reassurance that it's not about him or your relationship, just how you're feeling right now. You don't need to be afraid that he'll hold a grudge or make you feel guilty.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He values your feelings and understands that intimacy is something special, not something to joke about or use against you later. Instead, he knows how important trust is between partners and will keep those memories safe.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and doesn't get distracted easily by other women. When he's in a relationship, his caring and polite nature keeps him focused on you, not looking around for attention elsewhere. Even if someone else tries to catch his eye, he stays true and respects the trust you share.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he isn't over possessive or controlling. He trusts you and doesn't act jealous or suspicious all the time. His kindness and respect show that he values freedom and trust more than holding on too tightly.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature doesn't come from wanting to control you. He cares about your safety and well being in a gentle way, not by setting rules or watching your every move. With him, protecting means supporting and caring, not limiting or controlling your freedom.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to do most of the work alone. He wants both parents to share the ups and downs, whether it's helping with homework, bedtime routines, or teaching good habits. When problems come up, he's ready to discuss and find solutions together.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he can get emotional and sometimes lose his temper quickly. He might raise his voice or show strong feelings in the moment, but it's more from worry than anger. After the first reaction passes, he tries to calm down and talk things over with care.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have your own dreams, work, and interests besides looking after the family. With him, you'll feel respected for who you are, not just for what you do at home.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he isn't the kind of man who will suddenly ask you to quit your career after you have a child. His caring and respectful nature means he values your ambitions and wants you to keep growing even after becoming a mother. He understands that both your happiness and the family's well being matter.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just polite words and fake smiles. His caring nature means he genuinely wants them to feel respected and comfortable, whether it's spending time with them, asking about their health, or helping with small things. Even if there are small differences, he prefers kindness and real effort over just being formal. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he might get emotional and feel overwhelmed at first, maybe reacting with strong words or showing stress. But he doesn't want to make things worse and he tries to calm down and work through the situation. While his feelings might show quickly, he's willing to listen and talk things out so that everyone can find peace.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is modern and supportive with you in private, but around his relatives, he may feel pressure for you to act like a traditional supportive wife. He wants harmony and tries to keep everyone happy. So he might encourage you to follow certain family customs or expectations when relatives are around. This isn't about controlling you, but more about wanting family respect and avoiding problems. With patience, you can work together to set limits so you're not forced to pretend or hide your true self.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will usually support you and not just step aside or side with his relatives. Even if it's a tricky situation, he understands how important it is for you to feel heard and cared for. He won't leave you feeling alone or betrayed.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's not a true mummy's boy, and he can choose your side when needed, even in a conflict with his mother. While he respects his mother and tries to keep family peace, your happiness matters a lot to him. He'll do his best to find balance, speak kindly, and make sure you're not left feeling alone or ignored.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He does not have the habit of sharing every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He respects your privacy and understands that some matters are just between husband and wife. This shows he values trust and wants to protect your bond.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, as we mentioned at the start, this guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out means living with someone who's caring, hardworking, and truly wants you to feel loved. He brings energy and warmth into your home, supports your dreams, and tries to share responsibilities.